Let's begin with security matter. From Kaduna to Plateau, with sadness, gunmen have killed 10 persons and injured 19 others during a cultural festival in a community in Irigwe, Chiefdom of Bassa local government area of Plateau State. The criminals launched the attack during an annual festival which usually usher the community into a new farming season. This is becoming embarrassing, Mayor. Now, the Inspector General of Police was said to have gone to the Abuja-Kaduna Expressway and declaring that it's not true that that road is not safe, that the road is safe. He went there to do a kind of on-the-spot assessment. But lo and behold, what are we hearing again?
Yeah, I think we have to acknowledge the fact that the president seems to be very weak when it comes to issues of security. And my problem with him is that he keeps doing the same thing all over again, and they expect to have a different result. Anytime you have killings as embarrassing as this, the president will call the service chiefs. He will meet with them. After meeting with them, he will issue an order telling Nigerians that he has instructed the service chiefs to go after those criminals and bring them to justice. He has done that more than 5 times. So the Inspector General of Police going to that Kaduna-Abuja highway is not because they can do anything. He just wants to be seen to have carried out the instruction given out by the Commander-in-Chief. And you see, we have to be very wary of something. When the Inspector General of Police go to a place and assure Nigerians that this road is safe, and the very following day, it is proven that the road is not safe, it becomes much difficult because, one, people who live around that area, those who want to use that road, they will lose confidence in government to protect them. Then the criminals will be emboldened because what they have done is to set a direct message to the Inspector General of Police that they are in charge, that this government is ineffective when it comes to security matters. And the bandits are just making, by not only embarrassing the government, embarrassing the president, who is a retired general. They've just shown that Nigerian state is not capable of defending the citizens. Because if the Inspector General is going there, apart from carrying the instructions of the president, is to assure Nigerians that they have the capability to deal with these bandits. And the very second day, the following day, the bandits send a clear message that this government is ineffective when it comes to security matters.
Now, GKB, what we're looking at here is that Malam Nasser Rufai is saying that, look, they listen to their communication. We serve the security report from time to time, and they know their hideouts, and they have still not gone after them. And that story, that statement is actually very weighty. They listen to them talking. They know their whereabouts and their hideouts. So why have we not moved against these guys?
I don't think we use the word "we," because obviously there seems to be a conflict of resolution somewhere in this government when it comes to what to do. Because if a old governor who claimed that he had intelligence and he has forwarded the same intelligence to the armed forces and nothing is done, then we run into a problem dating back to the days, if you remember, when they said they were moving against Boko Haram. And there was a call that came in and said they should stop and not move any further. This is a confirmation that there are 5 elements within the confines of our security apparatus. Because as far as I'm concerned, once they go there to do their own grandstanding and the president called the meeting, he does nothing. Because what I expect them to do is not to tell us what they are going to do. Do it and tell us you've done it. I expect that the next day, like Mayor said, let us wake up and hear that the bandits have been routed from these hideouts with pictures to show. But it's only in Nigeria that people will tell you what they've done and there's something to show for that kind of malady. No. I think we are in the middle of a failed state.
What we have in Plateau State now, I don't know, maybe it's something that is perennial. It has been before this banditry.
Of course. So it's the same part of insecurity that we're talking about, you know that in Plateau for a long time we have this issue. Then they were able to solve the problem through communal meetings and other negotiations and all that. So apparently something has broken down, for them, not for those people, because it's the same set of people, and that is the modus operandi. They go to communities when they are where they know that people will congregate, so that they'll be able to inflict maximum
Why is it
pain.
difficult for these people to live together? They've been together for many years.
Yes, you see, the problem is complex than that. It has to do with a lot of things. It has to do with land.
Historical.
It has to do, yes, it's that. But the only problem is that we have to now ask the questions: what happened? Because for some time, they'll be able to solve the problem in that local government for some time, because it's ethnic in nature. The problem there is ethnic in nature. And I think the community leaders will be able to broker peace. I don't know what went wrong for them to start this again. But you see, we cannot allow this to continue to happen. It's so scary what is happening in Nigeria. You know, life is now so meaningless that it is commonplace to see 25 people killed. You know, and I don't know how our leaders, how they sleep at night. Because if you know, if you are the head of a country, and every day they are killing Nigerians, and Nigerians are helpless, then what is the essence of government? Because the primary duty of government is protection of life and property. That is the reason why the government was formed in the first place. Everybody was government in their own. They decided to submit their sovereignty to the state, to say, okay, state, protect us. And then the state will come up with rules to say, okay, everybody must live by this rule. Who will now protect you? Anybody that contravenes these rules will now have to be dealt with by the state. But the state is showing every day that they are incapable. You know, because when it comes to a state, when the governor of a state, they're supposed to be the chief security officer of that state, when he gets frustrated to say, look, I don't know what to do. Maybe I should go and get mercenaries, because we're giving these people things. That's not the first governor that will complain like that. If you remember, Zulu has also complained like that. The governor of Niger State complained like that. Guy. Yes.
So you should go and defend yourselves.
At every problem, if you remember, you know, we did a show where we interviewed the governor of Kaduna, and he was saying that he has to tell his people to go and defend themselves, because the state. Because now the governors don't have any means of coercion. It is the federal government that has that, and it is the duty of the federal government to be able to protect the citizens, and they are capable of doing that. The Inspector General of Police, the service chief, they are just incapable of doing basic security things. That's the truth.
All right.